Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope you're okay. Hope you're enjoying today, wherever you happen to be. Okay, one question I'd like to kind of throw out there is in terms of project management soft skills. Okay, we know that project managers need to know techniques and need to have a particular skill set, whether in terms of Agile or Scrum or Prince 2 or PMBOK or networks and PERTs and EVAs and a whole manner of different sort of techniques. But what about soft skills? What about kind of like the glue that connects all these blocks together to enable your project to succeed and for your team to be happy and for your customers to be happy and for your users to be happy? What sort of skills do you need? I've got 6 that I'd like to kind of throw out there for you guys to discuss. Okay, and then please kind of feel free to kind of discuss it, disagree with it, agree with it, put it in your and comment. Okay, I'd welcome the feedback. So the first kind of soft skill I feel the project manager needs to have, again, based on my experience working with project managers, acting as a project manager, portfolio managers, program managers, is decision making. Now, kind of some people kind of make decisions, they ponder, they take a long time to make a decision, but once they've made a decision, they act upon it. Others kind of make decisions really quickly. If they make a mistake, they'll kind of like evaluate it and then make another decision and go through. I suppose one thing you can do is, in terms of making decisions, is that if you've got 2 choices, okay, which one is simple? Which one feels right? Okay, which one kind of like doesn't give drama? And then, okay, which decision is interesting, is exotic? It's kind of something out of the blue, something unusual, something I must pursue. That's not a good decision. Decisions should kind of be simple, straightforward, obvious. That's kind of like, I think we've all done it where we've got like 2 choices in life, a hard road and an easy road. And if we like to kind of solve problems, we may choose the hard road and then come to regret it. Okay, so in terms of decision making, whether you take your time, whether you're quickly, then just make a decision that is easy. Okay, second soft skills in terms of team, I've got here team building. Creating your team, developing your team, motivating your team, building your team. Do you kind of like empower your team to do the best that they can do, the best that they can be? I think I've worked in environments where I probably didn't trust anybody, to be honest, and I wanted to do everything for myself, and I wanted to both macro manage people and micromanage people. Okay, the job may have got done, but sometimes you look back and thinking, well, were my team motivated? Were my team happy? So I think kind of you've got to look at, well, okay, am I motivated? What do I want to do with my team, and how do I get buy-in from my team to do the best that they can be and do the best work that they can do. Sometimes you may want people to work overtime. Well, if you've motivated them enough, then they may well want to do that without being threatened. Okay, but team building is really important, and that's a really good soft skill to know about. Also, communication. I think this is a really key soft skill. There's no point as a project manager where you're kind of like locked in your office and you're producing plans and you're monitoring and you're controlling and no one ever sees you. I think good project managers put themselves about, they talk to people continually, they manage by walking around, and also they produce good reports and the right reports that are aimed at the right people. I think kind of executive managers aren't necessarily interested in the minutiae of the project, but what are the key issues that's going to cost me money or save me money? Give me those decisions to make. Is my project going to overrun? Let me know that information and let me know what I can do to help. Is the project kind of, are we having scope creep? Make me aware of those. I'm not interested in the minutiae or nitty gritty. Whereas your project sponsor and your team, maybe. So therefore, as a project manager, you need to kind of like discern, okay, who are my major stakeholders and what sort of information do they need? When do they need it? Why do they need it? What's the purpose of communicating or giving them that piece of information? Okay. Also, being political or being politically aware and culturally aware of your environment. Okay. If you're captain of a ship and you're not aware that, okay, there's a storm brewing in 2 or 3 days' time that could wipe you out, then you're not doing your job, unfortunately. Okay, you've got to be kind of like aware of your political environment, because that will have an impact on your project. Your project may kind of be, within scope, within budget, within time scale, but out there's someone that probably don't want your project to succeed, or want to de-escalate your projects in line of theirs. So as a project manager, you've got to be aware of that. Point 5, I've alluded to it in terms of team building, but certainly kind of like leadership and coaching are key soft skills that as a project manager you need to be familiar with. You need to train yourself, you need to study that. As a project manager, you are a leader. You're setting the pace for your project. You're telling your team how to behave on doing their task and how to behave towards you. You've got the vision. You're the visionary. You've got the mission, and you're setting your objectives and your goals for people to follow. So that's really kind of key as well. And finally, in terms of my 6 key soft skills, is in terms of how to manage conflict and negotiating as well. So how to manage conflict between within your team, because particularly if you're working on a long project, then people may get cabin fever and react to each other, and also managing conflict between yourself and your sponsor, and yourself and your customers. How do you do that? Do you kind of organise kind of like social activities? Do you have regular meetings? Do you have one-to-ones? Do you have lunchtime meetings? What do your reports look like? So what is your negotiation style? Are you aware that you need to be a good negotiator? So that's kind of quite key as well, I believe. So those are my top 6 soft skills that I believe a project manager should have. Please feel free to agree, disagree, and provide your own commentary as well. But enjoy today wherever you are. This is Sheldon St. Clair, signing off. Bye-bye.